Hey everyone, it's Jessica. If you haven't already heard about my channel, then you can go check out my videos. I'm a cheerleader and I do like a lot of flexibility videos, so you can check them out and subscribe to my channel. For this video, I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to tell you 10 tips that you can follow to help grow your hair. This is actually my real hair. I'm fully black. I've just been following these 10 tips and it's actually helped a lot. And I just got a perm 4 days ago, that's why it looks like this. If you follow the 10 tips that I tell you today, then you should see hair growth in as little as 4 months. If you know any African Americans that are struggling with hair growth, then feel free to send this video to any of them, or you can share it on your Facebook or Twitter page. Tip number 1 is wrap your hair every single night. Wrapping your hair can prevent split ends, and so I'll show you how I wrap my hair. I'm going to show you an easy way that you can wrap your hair, because some people think it can be difficult, but I found out a simpler way that you can wrap your hair and it'll still look good in the morning. Take a scarf like this one. After you brush your hair out, take all your hair and fold it on top of your head just like this. Then take the scarf and put it on top of your head. All your hair should still be up at the top. And now take a hair tie and just tie the rest of this back just like that. And so when you're done, it should look just like this. After that, I take a hair cap and I put it on top just like that, because it can come out of the hair scarf at night. So just to make sure that it doesn't come out of the hair scarf, just put it in a hair cap. Tip number 2 is buy a satin pillowcase. I sleep on a pillowcase just like this, and satin pillowcases prevent split ends, because when you sleep on a pillowcase like this, it's really rough on your hair and you can lose a lot of hair. If you wrap your hair every night, then you don't really have to sleep on a satin pillowcase, but it's still good to, just in case your hair comes out of the hair cap. Tip number 3 is moisturize the ends of your hair every single night. The driest part of your hair are the ends, and this is because oil comes from the roots of the hair. Since our hair is very kinky, the oil doesn't really travel down the hair shaft as easily. So as a result, the ends of our hair are very dry. A great hair moisturizer that I use is Super Skinny Serum, and it's Paul Mitchell. And it works really well. It makes your hair really shiny. By moisturizing your hair every night, you can prevent split ends and breakage. Tip number 4 is keep your hands out of your hair. Every single time that you run your hands through your hair just like this, you're pulling out a strand of hair. If you do that 30 times a day, then you can lose up to 30 strands of hair every single day. Tip number 5 is when you brush your hair, start from the ends and then work your way up to the roots. If you start from the very top, then you'll pull out a whole lot more hair. Brush your hair like this and then go up. Keep going up. Just like that. And then do the same thing to the other side. You'll lose a lot less hair by brushing your hair that way. Tip number 6 is avoid putting heat to your hair. Try and go natural most of the time, but if you don't want to, then I recommend setting your hair instead of using a curling iron or using a straightener. I'll show you a picture of what my hair looks like when I set it using rollers, and it's like really curly. Using straighteners and curling irons can cause your hair to break and get really dry. Tip number 7 is avoid putting your hair in a ponytail. Wear your hair down most of the time, because when you tie it into a ponytail, you're breaking the front pieces of your hair. That's why a lot of people have thin hair at the front of their hair. It's because they tie it up in a ponytail. If you really have to tie your hair up in a ponytail, then I recommend making it, if you have to tie your hair up in a ponytail, then I recommend tying it in a really loose ponytail or a loose bun. Tip number 8 is only wash your hair once a week. If you wash it any more than that, then you can risk drying out your hair. And if you wash it less than that, then your hair will get really oily and greasy and dirty. Tip number 9 is optional. Try and get a perm 6 to 8 weeks, but if you don't get perms, then try and get your hair trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. If you don't trim your hair, then the split ends will travel up the hair shaft. The last tip is try and use a deep conditioning treatment at least once a month. This treatment will help hydrate your strands and will make them stronger. It can also help restore damaged hair. I hope that these 10 tips helped you. If they did, then share them with your friends. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.